Rappers die like Biggie Smalls and Tupac clean.
I'm a savage. Whatever I want, I'm going to get. Whatever I want, I have to get.
Doing this situation is not easy. Taking Puff to court, suing him is not easy.
Combs settled a slew of lawsuits from family members of attendees who died and finalized the last lawsuit in 2000.
2 guys were shot in the shoulders while a woman was shot in the face.
Very curious things taking place, and I didn't necessarily understand it.
Where we hanging out and what we doing, we can't really disclose.
But you were 13. What were you saying?
Hey guys, welcome to Passport Man. P. Diddy has some wild stuff going on. However, he's been in trouble for a while. When P. Diddy was 20 years old in 1991, his actions led to the deaths of 9 people. My first source is from the Law and Crime Network YouTube channel.
In 1991, Combs helped promote a celebrity basketball game and concert at City College of New York. The gym reportedly had a capacity of a little more than 2,700 people. However, nearly 5,000 people showed up, and security couldn't control the crowd. When organizers closed the door and stopped letting attendees inside, people broke through the gym doors, rushing into the lobby, causing a stampede. 9 people were crushed to death at the bottom of the staircase, and more than 20 others were injured.
Normally, there would be jail time for this.
Then New York City Mayor David Dinkins' administration published a more than 60-page report citing Combs for hiring inadequate and inexperienced security. Combs settled a slew of lawsuits from family members of attendees who died and finalized the last lawsuit in 2000.
We can actually Google this, and I'll do that in a minute. But this was happening before millennials were even born. So clearly, he's been doing this for years, and he's used to dealing with ways to get away with things, and he's confident with how he can get away with things. So now he's pushing the limits even further, more and more with each case. Rappers die like Biggie Smalls and Tupac clean. He gets a gun charge when he's at an event, and he doesn't go to jail, but the rapper that he has under his label goes to jail, and that guy goes to politics. So his rapper Shyne gets out of jail and goes to politics, while also his other rapper Mase ends up going into preaching to get away from this guy Diddy. Things just don't go well if you hang around with Diddy, and people were starting to learn that. Eventually, he got so confident that he started putting on this sex ring allegedly. I'll put the link to this Law and Crime video down below. But I also encourage you to Google this particular event that P. Diddy was involved with.
Images of Diddy's Los Angeles and Miami homes being raided by federal agents sent the industry into a tailspin. And despite the jaw-dropping lawsuits filed against him by his ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura and a former producer for him, Rodney Jones Jr., a.k.a. Lil Rod, it's not the first time Diddy Love, a.k.a. P. Diddy, a.k.a. Diddy, a.k.a. Puff Daddy, a.k.a. Puffy, has had a brush with the law.
In the newest civil suit, Rodney Lil Rod Jones, the producer on Diddy's most recent album, accused the rapper of SA, and threatening him for more than a year, and he's seeking $30 million in damages.
Doing this situation is not easy. Taking Puff to court, suing him is not easy.
Jones also alleged that Diddy was involved in transporting drugs and sex workers, some of whom were minors, and asked for criminal investigation into this RICO enterprise.
Diddy got into a confrontation with a bar customer one day while Lopez and Diddy were out partying. Security attempted to separate the two and break up the argument, but right away, shots were fired. There were 3 injuries.
According to court documents, Combs traded insults inside the club with a man named Scar. The man allegedly threw money in Puffy's face. Suddenly, a fight broke out and gunshots were fired.
2 guys were shot in the shoulders while a woman was shot in the face. Just after leaving the club, Diddy dramatically led Jennifer by the hand behind him.
At the end of the day, I think he was not fleeing a crime scene. I think he believed that he was fleeing for his life.
When the police quickly stopped the Mercedes Diddy was driving, they discovered a revolver on the car seat close to Jennifer's feet. They were both taken into custody for having prohibited weapons. J-Lo spent 14 hours in the police station shackled on a bench. The policeman who was on duty said Jennifer was a complete mess.
Obviously, nobody really wants to be arrested. It's a really traumatic experience.
She was crying all over the place. She was just upset about the whole thing. Luckily, there was no proof against her, so she was freed after 14 hours. Yet that was enough to thoroughly traumatize her after the event. Nonetheless, Diddy had to spend a few days behind bars.
Oh God, I mean, we went through some very traumatic events.
Especially if you suspect your man is sleeping around with other men.
Well, I hope this provides some insight into the P. Diddy situation. I definitely think he's going to end up behind bars in jail. But let me know what you think. Will he be playing shogi or chess or checkers in jail? Or is he actually going to get out of this clean like he has in the past? If you liked this video, like and subscribe and leave any comments. See you next time.